FNAF needs no introductions. You clicked on this video, you know what it is. However, there have been many fan-made games made of this franchise, aka fan games. Most notably are the Jar Creation, Five Nights at Candy's, Pop Goes, and thousands more. However, some went to the FNAF lab and cooked up a combination. What if we take FNAF and another thing and we put it together? Well, that's how we ended up with whatever this is, and that's what this video is about. I'll go over some FNAF fan games that mix FNAF with something else. Like and subscribe, and let's start. The first one we're going to talk about is Five Nights at Baldi's. This one mixes FNAF with Baldi's basics. The game with the glorious green wearing bald teacher that likes to shove that ruler where the sun don't shine. And the most personality full JPEG of a broom. Comment on your favorite Gotta Sweep voice line. Is it Gotta Sweep, or looks like it's sweeping time? Or, oh, those are the only two. This game takes the gameplay of FNAF and the setting and characters of Baldi. For some reason, it asked to make changes on my computer. I let it. Please don't make fun of me, it will hurt my feelings. It's also available in the Thai language for all my 918 viewers from Thailand. Now if we open the game, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's great. So I had to go to this weird ass website to play it. Lucky me! I start playing and immediately shit myself. Look at this. For some reason, clicking that button played a loud glass shattering sound effect that blew out my eardrums. This pairs really nicely with the mysterious timer on the upper right that I assume is counting down towards when I go deaf. I immediately played night 3 because I ain't a bitch. For some reason, this tape player started making a phone ringing sound, as all tape players do. The gameplay is simple. Listen to sound cues, watch the cameras, and close the doors when the creatures get there. The game uses Baldi's school and takes a lot of assets from the original Baldi game. But the one question, who is this? The game is really easy and it's not terrible, it's just boring. Also, wait. On cameras not allowed in classrooms? Why did I question the legality of a school with a walking sock puppet? Now, let me see. Which game is next? Baldi's Basics and... no, we just had a Baldi game. Not now, not today. So let's go with Wario. This loving, nefarious, garlic-loving professional farter. Damn! I won't talk about every game, because honestly the world of FNAF Wario is vast. And I want to have some variety in this video. So let's jump into the first Five Nights at Wario. Except let's not do that, because the game tells me to press enter, I press enter, and nothing happens. So I'll talk about the sequel. I have to be a little careful, can't use Mario music or anything, even though it fit the atmosphere, because Nintendo will shout their up my ass. So, Five Nights at Wario's 2. We start with a little intro where we go to our distant nightmare, aka the entirety of Twitter. Our workplace, Wario's Wares, is made up from a bunch of images from Google's image tab. We get a phone call from a British man.
Have a float. Though, since there's a thunderstorm raging outside...
Hold on. This British man seems familiar. Yep, Darko voices in this game, which is pretty cool. Basically, we have a generator to generate power in a small room that we can hide in. The generator makes noise, and this is the only FNAF fan game where we use the power of the weather. We become one with nature and use the thunderstorm to our advantage. It lights up these two entrances in our office. So thank you for that, or Starlight from The Boys. Wait, can Starlight make thunder? Now, this was my first Wario FNAF game. I heard they're pretty infamous, pretty bad, but also charming. What do I think? It confuses me. The full story of Five Nights at Wario's 1.5 hours. Part 1 of 2. In the first night, the only enemies, opponents, animatronics, whatever, is Wario and Waluigi. If you see them in the hallway, don't go into the room. That's what I thought I had to do, but no, apparently they have short-term memory and you need to hide when they walk into the room. I don't know how they can't see us or why they don't just check the room we're in. Look, I'm sorry I'm being too cynical. Why am I being so critical of Five Nights at Wario's 2? The first night, fairly simple. I did try to test out how Wario works, and when he jump scared me, I genuinely jumped. I had to have a hard look at myself in the mirror after that. Waluigi and Wario work the same. However, in night 2, Toad becomes active. He's like Foxy, keep track of him. He moves closer and closer, and when he's gone, make sure to hide in that hiding room. Be mindful that his camera only lights up when the lightning hits. Man, imagine if the weather forecast was different. You wouldn't be able to beat this game. Night 3, Bowser, the Dilf, becomes active. And Mario, except not fully, Mario appears in the hiding room to just peek at you and make sure you're not hiding in there for too long. He's just checking up on you, he's such a good guy. Bowser is just these two goobers, but he enters through the window. Night 4, Peach becomes active. She's just Bowser, okay? There you go, Night 4 for you. And in Night 5, Mario is added. Super Mario in real life. Spaghetti! He becomes active for a second time. He just sorta materializes in your office, and you need to hide in the... I'm not gonna tell you where to hide. No, you can connect the dots. Further, there are no more characters added. So, this game's sorta interesting. For some reason it scared me. Look, I'm sorry, I belong in Weenie Hut Juniors. I like that you sorta have to time stuff. At first I thought the lightning is random, but it seems like it isn't. There is sort of a pattern and you can kinda time around it. My strategy was right before I felt the lightning was gonna hit, I went to Toad's camera. If he's there, hey, everything's going nice. But if he isn't, I hide. When I close the camera and no one is there, I wind. If someone is there, like Wario, Luigi, Bowser, or Peach, I hide. Yeah, this isn't the most advanced or complicated FNAF fan game, but it doesn't have to be. It's a fun little game with flaws, but are you really accomplishing something complaining about Five Nights at Wario's 2? Yes! Yes, you are. I made this video, got 170 views, so that's a nice 2 cents I made. This game isn't great, but it has that early FNAF fan game charm. I also like that the Nintendo characters have tweaked designs. They give that Sonic.exe vibe, which isn't scary, but man, like it just hits. I remember being like terrified of Sonic.exe when I was younger. But if you want a video where I go over this entire franchise of games, at least try to, I mean look at this, let me know. So after Baldi and Wario, we have Fun Times at Homer's. No we don't. If you want to watch a video about these three, here it is. I already got my Homer Simpson fill. Also these two characters represent me perfectly. Yeah, so if you want to learn about this franchise, go to this video. Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, where we spend 5 nights at the Krusty Krab. I'm gonna have to be careful about this one because if there's one company more trigger happy with killing YouTubers with copyright strikes than Nintendo, it's Viacom. They already got me when I tried to make a South Park video. So let's move on to the game, and man, SpongeBob hit the gym and Patrick became a drug addict. This game is a little weird. You have a power meter, 2 doors, a window, flashlight, and this door and the cameras, and this game is boring and broken. Like for some reason the flashlight suddenly started not using power, but when I turned it off, it used power. I don't know why that happened, but it did. Man, side note, if I ever make a game, I gotta be real careful because I've talked a lot of shit on this channel. Nothing really happens. SpongeBob came to my office a few times and then started flashing the light and playing a weird sound. One night I decided to do nothing. Nothing. Sit there and wait. And I won! Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing type shit. That's such a stupid, irrelevant reference. Other than the weird looking characters and the fact you're in a Krusty Krab, nothing here has anything to do with SpongeBob. Like I get it, this is a FNAF game, but compare this to something like Fun Times at Homer's, which was oozing with personality and references to the Simpsons TV show. It didn't look like just a FNAF fan game with Simpsons characters added on top. I don't know why, but we haven't really had any high quality games in this video yet. So I guess it's because people who want to make a really detailed game prefer to base their game off of their own idea instead of just mix the games together, but hey, that's just my theory. Now this game did get a sequel that is, well, I mean, very similar in terms of quality, let's say, but for some reason, the third one is really good. It doesn't look like the rest at all, and actually has a really fun gameplay sequence, so let me know if you wanna hear me talk about it. This game is very underrated. The last game we will take a look at is Oblatus Casa. That's the most white person pronunciation ever. Based off of Disney characters and, of course, the first ever FNAF fan game, Five Nights at Treasure Island. So is this game good? The answer is yeah, very, but it's also horrifying. I hated playing it. Not because it was boring or unfun, but because it made me terrified every second. And you gotta scratch off some black stuff that materializes on your notepad. There's also an attic, but you don't need to go there yet. You can lure the mouse away using some music. You know, hey, Mickey Mouse impression. Yeah, was that good? I'm sorry. He's got big ears for a reason. I guess the music fools him because big ear. Each camera has its own separate music charge, and if you die, which I did, you have a second chance in this minigame where you need to collect Mickey heads while defending yourself. Also, you're on a time limit. So, these first segments, I could barely finish them. Something about the designs is just so horrifying. They're also able to distort themselves, which is really creepy. I find things like Mandela Catalog terrifying because you have these like humanoid creatures, but they're also able to like distort themselves. Like, look at this, like, you know, that sort of uncanny valley aspect of like, oh, this thing looks human, but it's not. It's able to do these weird things. Like, just the idea of something being able to transform like that, it looks creepy. I watched this Smile movie on an airplane, and let's just say it has an interesting ending, and I feel like everyone in the plane was looking at me because I sank back into my seat and just fear and being uncomfortable. But other than the creepiness, the cabin you're in looks really nice. You know, I wouldn't mind spending a summer here. Actually, I'll just stay home, thanks. This game is pretty long. I won't talk about all of it here because there's just way too much. And not because I was scared of playing it, okay? I swear that's not why. This game has a lot of extra content and cool things you can unlock along with cutscenes, just a lot of extras. But anyway, after the first night, you go to these tunnels and yeah, this game has free roam. You need to find the exit while this is looking for you. And if it finds you, you better get them legs working overtime. Yeah, this shit, no. I hated this. It reminds me of the Sinister Turmoil Silver's games, which... Does anyone even remember Sinister Turmoil? I feel like it's old now. Night 2. Daisy Duck is introduced. You need to find her on the cameras and flash her. And in the attic, another weird Mickey. Also, you get jump scared every night and have to do this minigame. It's mandatory. I recommend playing this game. A lot. It's really high quality and the gameplay is fun. I'm kinda sad I can't talk about it more, but that's just because the game is so good and beefy, it would require its own video. Plane Trace actually made a video on this game, and yeah, I recommend checking it out. It has a lot of fun references and even weird cameos like Jeff the Killer. Bet you haven't thought about this guy in like 5 years. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some FNAF Crossover Fangames, unless I decide that's a dumb title and rename it. In that case, I hope you enjoyed watching whatever the video title is. Yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry I don't upload more often, just been busy for a while. See ya.